Hi everybody, welcome to the Idea Foundation for the Benefit of Humanity. My name is Guy Juarez and I'm about to do another interview with Suzanne Babcock. She's going to discuss upcoming events, some very important dates that are upon us right now, October 26th, which is the closest alignment of Elenin, October 28th, which is the end of the Mayan calendar, and 11-11-11, which is another gathering of indigenous elders. So thanks for watching. Okay, so you're getting ready to put out another press release.
Yeah, we are. And you're wondering why?
Yes.
Well, our mission is dynamic and is totally subject to what happens in the world and decisions people make to how we actually handle something. And when I heard from Leyland about the 11-11 ceremony in Peru, on Chicago, I thought, okay, so we have something else coming up. So maybe that's what all this energy has been leading up to. And so the reason for the press release is because there's been a change in consciousness with the grassroots movement coinciding with the energies that are being brought about from Elenin and the end of the Mayan calendar.
Speaking of grassroots movement, I don't know if you've been watching a lot of news, but did you see the protest on Wall Street? Do you believe that has anything to do with what had happened on the 3-day moratorium?
Of course, because I know most people would wonder, well, how can people occupying Wall Street and complaining about greed, basically corporate greed, have anything to do with peace? But it does because, again, his consciousness and energy, to me, showed so clearly how successful the 3-day moratorium was. Because whenever you move consciousness, in whatever way you do that, you affect how people think. And we really created a movement for peace during the 3-day moratorium with people focusing on peace, which is why we were able to put the purple dots on the map for every country. And what it also did was generate not only peace, it generated the need to do anything opposed to peace. And there is literally no greater enemy to peace than greed, because greed leads to wars and people treating each other in the most appalling ways, being very, very selfish.
Well, you might say that it hit humanity at its the deepest root of the problem, at the heart of the problem, which is greed.
Right, so now obviously people are now realizing that people are suffering too much, and because it's hit the richest country in the world, not just third world countries, but Europe and pretty much the whole of the Western world. I mean, my brother tells me he's not very good in England either. So there's a lot of a need for change right now. And because of the peace being generated, of needing to change the opposite, which is greed and conflict, is become paramount in the consciousness. And it's basically overriding the conscious energy of the end of the world, which is what a lot of people were thinking, talking about with Elenin.
Yeah, so this was a huge success. The 3-day moratorium was a monumental success, and the the Wall Street protesters are a direct effect of what we have done,
Right.
of what you have done with.
Oh, it isn't. It isn't me, guy. I mean, it's people wanting to come forward, put their point of light on the map, give us a name. It's what's made this possible.
There are certainly many groups that
There are.
were involved in it, and you were spearheading the 3-day moratorium.
Well, but I was the voice. Let's just say I was the voice.
You were a
Because
voice.
there were a lot of people involved working behind the scenes. The organisers of the Peace Festivals were very, very instrumental and they've been working for peace for decades.
Certainly.
Absolutely,
Certainly.
decades.
So what happened to Elenin, Suzanne?
Good question. Depends who you talk to.
Pardon me?
It depends who you talk to. I mean, NASA, today NASA put out a video of Elenin, and it's moving pretty quickly. But there seems to be a dispute as to whether it's breaking up, whether it's more than one object, or what's going on. There seems to be an awful lot of ambiguity about it. For my part, as I said before, Elenin represents energy, opportunity being offered to us by the universe, by God. We can actually transmute energy into anything we like. It's up to us. We can either use it to destroy ourselves, in which case Elenin will oblige and basically come and wipe us out, or we can choose to focus on peace again and find common ground with one another. And that's what I'm seeing with the grassroots movement.
Yeah, I think that logic and that wisdom is perfect. I think that you're absolutely spot on when you say it's not necessarily the comet element, it's what people are generating by their thoughts and their emotions attached to it. And the next alignment is the closest that Elenin will have been out of the 4, which is October 26th. That's
Right.
the next alignment. The end of the, now let's talk about the end of the Mayan calendar, which is the 28th.
I know.
Just, it's 2 days later.
And that hasn't gone by over people's heads either. They're looking at it like, okay, we've got a comet coming very, very close to the Earth just 2 days before the Mayan calendar ends, which many people perceive as the end of the world. And then you've got people saying, leave, move out the way, we're going to have massive earthquakes and everything. They did that on the perceived when Elenin was going to pass between the sun and the earth. Nothing happened.
Yeah, that's that's exactly right. I think there's a huge misunderstanding here. As far as, if I might jump back for a minute, there's a huge misunderstanding, but the end of the Mayan calendar is this month, 2011, October 28th. It is not December 21st, 2012.
Isn't it interesting? Because to Calleman, who I had the greatest respect for, and we are now creating a page for him on our site, basically opened my eyes to understanding that Mayan calendars coming to an end doesn't necessarily mean that everything is going to happen coincidentally around that time. And as you know, we are looking for 777,000 for June 21st, 2012,
Yes.
to create a critical mass to transform the world. And that lets me know that no, the world's not going the 28th of October. Even Dr. Calleman is saying that it's not the end of the world. We will move on. It will be a different world, a different consciousness.